Welcome back. All right, so finding time to do this review would be a challenge, so I've actually paused the Winter Classic, Heritage Classic, sorry. They feel very similar. Anyways, I paused the Heritage Classic game to do a review of Pittsburgh at home against Carolina. A game that felt like a matinee game, in that there were a lot of stretches here where there was some back and forth and not necessarily a lot of great chances. Plus, it felt like a playoff game in that both teams didn't want to give up that first goal, and both teams were trying really hard to play on the defensive side. On the upside, lots of hits. So it's Ranta versus Jari in this one. Ruedel takes a puck to the face and exits early on. He was okay. He comes back into the game, went for repairs. Friedman's denied as the Penguins rush. Aho fires one high on a rush chance of his own. Pens have a 2-on-1. Kapanen's denied there. Martinuk with a rush chance, that saved. He saved that with the collarbone. He's okay though. At least it looked like it hit the collarbone. But again, there's protective padding. So the Pens get a power play. Crosby with a net feed to Gensel. That was blocked. Strong penalty kill by the Canes. That's killed off. I didn't think there were great chances on that power play. But again, this is kind of how Carolina plays. Their penalty kill is fantastic. So Ruedel's back. Stahl with a fast break. He's denied by Jari. Ranta saves a wrister from Rodriguez. Slavin was denied. One-handed backhand for Slavin there. He does have some offensive skill, which always seems to surprise announcers for other teams, as was the case with the AT&T crowd today. So the shots are 6-3 for the Canes with 5.5 minutes left. I thought they played well through most of this game, to be honest. Pens get a power play. The Canes killed that off. No shots on that power play. But then with a minute and 10 seconds left in the first period, Brian Boyle opens the scoring from Bluger and Marino. So at 18:50, Pittsburgh gets on the board. Interesting, of course, last night it was reported on Hockey Night in Canada that the Canucks are interested in John Marino. I didn't report that in the news because I was like, who else is interested in John Marino? The Penguins. So, we then get, from that strong press by the Penguins, they get that goal. Svechnikov and Matheson then did some chirping and dancing, because why not? It's a hockey game. Do some chirping and dancing. We go to the second period. Rodriguez is denied on a net drive. I thought he had a good game. There's then a net feed to Russ that's defended. Kane's not able to get zone pressure. They couldn't establish zone pressure. They're getting opportunities, but they weren't able to get that cycle going and get that zone pressure going that we're used to from the Carolina Hurricanes. Boyle with a net feed, that's covered by Ranta. The shots are 3-2 for the Canes at 6 minutes. Canes press at 7.5 minutes, and then the Pens rush after that. The game's starting to open up. At least it started to open up a little bit in that second period over what it was in the first. So, which I think was working against the plans of the Pittsburgh Penguins. I think the plan was to just clog everything up and make Carolina have to go through that slog in order to get any opportunities. Rodriguez has a wraparound that was saved. They did review. The puck didn't cross the line. And right off the hop, I was like, yeah, that's not in. It's close, very, very close, but it's not in. And, of course, when they reviewed it and said it was no goal, all the fans boo, which did not make the goal count. Wouldn't that be great if a referee goes, no goal, and then everybody boos and he goes, on the other hand, maybe it was in. Everybody cheers and he's like, that's great. They're all, yeah, it's a goal. Yeah. All right, sorry, everybody. Yeah, they like me now. So, and if you do that, then you have to deal with Rod the Bod. So, game had been physical, felt like playoff hockey at this stage, and then at 11:14, Danton Heinen with a tip shot. It trickles through 5-hole on Ranta from Matheson and Rodriguez, 11:14. I know it's a tip shot, but when I saw that, I thought, they really needed Ranta to save that one. Canes try to answer. They get a power play as well. Jari denies Svechnikov. Trocheck tries to jam it in. The Penguins killed it off. So this is the only power play that Carolina had during the game. No rebounds from Jari today. The Canes press with 4 minutes left. Jari holds on again. Last moments, there's a miss by Stepan on a Jari turnover. I guess he got bored and decided to create some excitement for himself. He did bail himself out there. So we go to the third with the score 2-0 in favor of the Penguins. Good back and forth, but no shots early on. So again, we're getting that playoff feel to the game where both teams are playing that defensive style. Aho with the net feed, that's blocked by Heinen, but then Pesce wires one over Jari's glove hand from Trocheck and Shea at 4:40. And that it felt like kind of opened things up too. Pens try to answer, but the Canes would press at 7 minutes. Matheson clears one after saves by Jari. 11:51 left. The third Penguins power play takes place. Another strong penalty kill. It's killed off, and honestly, Pittsburgh power play, I should say, wasn't able to really get anything set up all day. So near miss then by Malkin. The shots are 10-2 for the Canes with 7 minutes left, and they just poured it on from there. They pressed with 5.5 minutes left. Pesce has a one-timer that's saved. Chatfield had an opportunity that was saved and held on to. Pesce's denied again. Another hold by Jari. Kapanen's denied with 3 minutes left. So eventually Carolina pulls the goaltender, and they keep pushing. They pulled the goaltender with 1:50 left, which allows Pittsburgh to get the empty net goal. It's Crosby from Boyle and Letang at 18:21. So the Canes call a timeout. Whatever they discussed works. Aho scores from Stahl and Teravainen 16 seconds later, and Aho, with the long stick, he's able to score from behind the net. Impressive goal. That makes it 3-2, so they pull the goaltender yet again. That's unsuccessful. Aston Reese hits the empty net at 19:48. Pittsburgh wins this one 4-2. They go to 36-15-9 overall. Carolina 41-13-5 with the loss. So Pittsburgh pulls within 6 points of the Carolina Hurricanes. Your 3 stars are Boyle, Jari, and Aston Reese. Shots in this one favor Carolina the whole way through. 9-6 in the first, 14-12 in the second, 20-4 Carolina in the third. 20 shots in the third. Final shots 43-22 for Carolina. Carolina goes 0 for 1 on the power play. Pittsburgh 0 for 3. The hits were 36-29 for the Canes. Pesce had 7 shots, 1 hit. Stahl had 5 shots, 6 hits. Boyle, 2 shots, 6 hits. And Letang had 4 hits. So just pointing out a lot of hitting going on in this game. And Boyle was pretty prominent. Ronta saves 18 out of 20. Jari saves 41 out of 43. Because there's 2 empty netters, the goalies both allowed the same amount of goals when they were in the net. So there you go. Pittsburgh gets a little bit closer to first. Carolina almost had that 10-point lead in the division, but Pittsburgh makes it 6 instead. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. As always, don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happened upon this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.